Hi, Happy New Year's, Leo. My name is Luciani. I'll be giving you your weekly spiritual advice. Thank you so much for coming to this channel. Yeah, let's get right into it, guys. What's your overall energy, spirit guides, for Leos for January 7th, 2019 to January 13th, 2019? What are Leo's messages, spirit guides, for this particular week? Mhm. 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 Okay. I love that Tamia song. Yes. Okay. All right. So you guys are coming into just this spiritual, beautiful, abundant something. Whether it's in our relationships, whether it's in our family, our money, there's either a beautiful, beautiful awareness of just enjoyment and happiness. You're finally coming out of something so beautiful. Now, you had the fear of change here. There's a fear of some sort of start. And with the Wheel of Fortune here, literally right next to it, um, there could have possibly been a decision that has to be made that's not being made, or you keep revisiting old cycles because a change isn't being made, or there's a road that's keep being taken that keeps giving you the same results, and therefore as a result it's kind of like you always go back to going back to the lesson, going back to the lesson, going back to the lesson. But for the most part, man, Ten of Cups energy is gorgeous. It's celebrations, it's happiness, it's emotional and spiritual maturity and balanced energies. And you're just extremely emotionally balanced because some of you guys just came out of something really rough. Um, and there's just new opportunities here for you. Now I think you're starting to see all of these beautiful new opportunities out here. Um, with some of you guys with this Ten of Swords energies, you just got your power back. You have like this courage to rise. Um, some of you guys are looking to really ask your higher power for any help because your mind frame, or this could just be your natural born energy. Some of you guys are just in a really beautiful space right now. And in the future, you have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So there's some sort of false start that could occur. Um, don't go too fast. I would say whatever that you're doing, I'm not too sure, to keep yourself happy. Don't just rush into any two things. I know that this is fire energy. I'm sure that that wouldn't resonate, but just make sure you don't have no don't cloud yourself. Whatever clouded joys that could possibly come up, no kind of mistakes to be had because there's some sort of stop in passion, like just so abundantly happy, and you're just like so joy and it's feasting, get your power back, and it's all of this awesome, and then you're so. with how you're feeling this Seven of Pentacles is kind of like some of you guys feel like you're at a stalemate with something, or you just feel like whatever situation that is kind of coming up is kind of like going through cycles. Others of you, it's like some of you guys, I feel like, isn't getting the lesson learned. And now you're starting to feel like, well, why? Why does stalemate always come up? Why these issues always come up? Some of you guys are self-criticizing yourself too daggone much. Don't do that. Don't do that. Know how fly and divine you are. Others of you, this is definitely you guys evaluating yourself. You are deciding to wait with this Ace of Pentacles because now you're starting to see like something just stopped abruptly, or there's not enough passion for these beautiful transitional new beginnings that maybe you're having and you're getting that power back. Or for some of you guys, you had this stop and go energy. You feel extremely beautiful and then you feel like self-criticizing or feeling not as passionate. For others of you, you really are in a beautiful space and you're becoming this beautiful space because you know that you have to maybe start taking a little bit more time in some projects or a little bit more dedication. You might be feeling like you are dedicated to staying in this beautiful, positive, beautiful energy. Whether this is within yourself or with other people, you're just trying to keep beautiful situations alive. With the Four of Wands here as your spirit advice, it's kind of saying you do have to take a break. Others of you, you might have to take a break and go to a higher mind. And with all of the strifes and adversities and things that one must go through in life, sometimes there's a period of rest that we is required. When I see the Four of Swords energy, I always remind myself that this is a time to rest. This is a time to get myself back in order, however long that has to be for some people. Some people, um, it could be 4 weeks or I'm just looking at the number four, 4 weeks, 4 months, 4 years, you know, really. Withdrawing, getting that solitude, that meditation so that you're able to reflect is spirit advice because when you reflect, you might start seeing the fact that it's not really working out the way you were hoping. You keep getting these false starts because there's a road that just keeps being taken. Now, this is interesting because with that world card in the reverse, there's some kind of lack of willpower or somebody's incomprehending, like the comprehension isn't really being sought out. And because of that, what kind of accomplishes is that there's some sort of resistance to change because of this fear of success. I'm sure if you guys are like fearing success, you don't have a problem. I think you get everything, you have a lot of options. You get anything that you possibly could want, but you do have to take a rest because you're in this cycle of um, this beautiful love energy offering, this beautiful balance, emotional state energy. It's just a lot of joy and feast and harvesting. You're getting your mojo back and you're regaining your power. You're like a phoenix coming out of the ashes and then false start. And then you're just like, wait, I need to start taking my time. And you might be feeling that you have to be determined and starting to see yourself as capable. And you have to really meditate on it, go into that higher mind and seeing that ability. For others of you, this is just kind of like willpower. willpower and seeing some things differently. When you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, this is closed energy. I always see it like this because traditionally you do have the fixed sign modalities on the card, which means that it's very hard for a fixed sign to see a new direction because they've learned what 0 to 9 was. And that's what they get stuck at, 9. Completion in numerology, but then you have 10, 11, 12. So there's a new road that has to be taken with this Wheel of Fortune card. And what I mean by that is new ways of thinking, out really outgrowing outdated mindsets we have. Um, and I think of the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. I think of new beginnings, or no, a new beginning that just isn't taking place. Others of you, there's just a lot of ups and downs. And lastly, this also means somebody's reaping what they're sowing. Somebody is going through a karmic cycle. Some Leos are going through karmic cycles that until they learn this, that the fear of change is really holding you guys back. I'm saying, I love y'all. That's what I'm saying. And you guys have to really meditate, put yourself in solitude mode. It's best for you to really do this so that you can really truly see why you're stuck in these cycles that are like causing these false starts in your life, and you're starting to see that I need to like see things in a more determined way, because with the 4 of Cups here, you really are constantly reflecting on your discontentment. You're reflecting on being discontent. There's something about life that's just discontent right now for you. For others of you, this is some sort of hesitancy. Again, you guys are being hesitant to start changes, or some of you guys are really dissatisfied. With the Knight of Wands here in the reverse, you don't you don't change. I'm sorry. It's not funny. It's not funny. I don't even. It's just funny because it's kind of like, again, there's some sort of marriage that you guys are really frustrated, and this could be marriage. Um, you guys are frustrated, or there's some sort of interruption or division. But for the most part, there is definitely this area of discord and, again, frustration. Now, in the middle, we have the Knight of Swords here. Now, with the Knight of Swords, it's kind of like you're really looking into like this bravery side of you. Um, you got to really be careful of any destruction or conflict that can happen. But for the most part, you really got to go headstrong with your life as a seeker, and going really headstrong, seeing that they all of these destructions and disruptions and interruptions that's keeping you at this like state of mind. Um, all of these beautiful new beginnings, but then it turns around into like this false start. So let's get some additional information. Yeah, you guys are in some karmic situations here. You guys are definitely going through some karmic situations here because sorry, with that karma that comes out, it really just reinforced what I I said, because it's like, yes, you have to go to that higher mind now. you have to have this re-enlightened stage because you really do have to prepare for battle. To be honest with you, you have to in the battle is you really getting over your fear of change, you changing outside of paradigms that are no longer serving you, Leo. That's the real battle here. Coming out of these cycles, starting new beginnings for real this time. And with the five of fire here, um, you just really gotta fight battles how they're coming at you. If somebody's being very manipulative, you be manipulated back. But still, again, with this karma here, with this four of swords as your spiritual advice, you really gotta like go into this higher mind because somebody's not communicative, someone isn't expansive enough with this message of air in the reverse. Someone is very volatile, not volatile, but someone who just isn't really a great, not saying a great communicator, but really can't handle situations from like maybe a mature or um, dogmatic view. Or others of you, you really got to fight to get out of this lethargic state. Some of you guys are probably like, not saying you guys are like low energy, but kind of like lazy. I would suggest like lazy lion kind of energy. So you got to fight that battle too. You kind of got to like get up and like, yo, I got to get dedicated. I got to really like fight over some of these. I'm constantly discontent. Do not waste your life. Finding quick thrills. And then after a cycle, you realize, oh, this ain't even what I wanted. This false start. Some of you guys are starting to see, like, damn, this isn't even really what it is. And then you become discontent. And then you go right back into another cycle of that. So some of you guys might just be breaking free, being alone for a while, and really just going into that new mind, that higher mind, that reawakening state. Oh, yes, honey. For that to just boom. Because when you do this, sorry. Because when you do this, right? When you wake up the lazy lion and you get the move in it and going into this re-enlightened stage, you do have beautiful success come right in. You have alignment come in. You have absolutely everything come in for you that's favorable into your highest and greatest good. There's an award, there's a success, there's triumphant in all undertakings. Some of you guys are arriving at a very cosmic consciousness too. You really are. I'm saying that you guys have to really go within and get to that cosmic state and really allow yourself to let go of some outdated programs that are no longer serving our highest and greatest good. Because when we want highest and greatest good, we gotta be it, right? So that's it for the week. Thank you guys so much for coming to this channel, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye. Take care.